Step right up and lend an ear, folks. Today we ain't just talking flappers, speakeasies, or Model Ts. No, sir. We're jumping into a time machine set for the wild and wacky 1980s, a decade where shoulder pads were bigger than ambitions and neon ruled the night. And buried under all that glitz and glam were foods. Yes, foods. That got the old heave-ho, outlawed, banned, or pulled quicker than a bootlegger at a dry party. Get ready for the top 10 unbelievable foods banned in the 80s. Number 10. Red dye. Number 2. First up, red dye number 2 factorial. This was the Cadillac of colorings, splashing its ruby charm into candies, cakes, and drinks. But oh, the scandal. Health alarms blared louder than a ticker tape parade when studies linked it to cancer, and by 85, it was scrubbed clean from shelves, leaving everything looking a lot less lively. Number 9. Candy cigarettes. Now picture this, a kid, barely out of short pants, puffin' on a chalky white stick. Ain't a pretty picture, is it? Candy cigarettes were seen as a training ground for the Marlboro Man lifestyle. Some cities outright banned them, schools pitched a fit, and parents wagged fingers. One day you're playing hopscotch. Next day, you're hawking real smokes. Not on Uncle Sam's watch. Number 8. Fugu, pufferfish. Fresh from the Far East came the daring delicacy known as fugu, the fish that could tickle your taste buds, or tickle your tombstone. Mishandled, this spiky fella packed a poison punch deadlier than a gangster's Tommy gun. U.S. regulators slammed the door shut in most places, leaving adventurous eaters to dream and sigh from afar. Number 7. Raw milk, straight from the udder to your lips and into a world of trouble. Raw milk, unpasteurized and unrefined, was beloved by purists but feared by public health officials. Bacteria scares led to heavy-handed bans across dozens of states. Want a fresh glass? You might as well try buying bathtub gin during Prohibition. Number 6. McDLT packaging. Ah, the McDLT. A burger served with the hot side hot and the cool side cool, but packed in polystyrene thicker than a mob boss's alibi. Environmentalists hollered, pointing at landfills swelling up like an overstuffed Christmas goose. The McDLT's clamshell container became public enemy number 1 for Mother Earth, and McDonald's had no choice but to pull the plug. Number 5. Shellfish from polluted waters. Imagine slurping down a salty oyster, only to end up flat on your back in the hospital. Outbreaks of hepatitis and other nasty ailments from tainted clams and oysters had health inspectors cracking down like G-men in a speakeasy raid. Some states slapped full bans on certain shellfish, sending shuckers and seafood lovers into a tizzy. Number 4. Cyclamate sweetener. In an era obsessed with thin waistlines and jazzercise, artificial sweeteners were king. Cyclamate was the belle of the ball, until studies hinted at links to cancer faster than you could say double standard. Banned quicker than a hiccup, it left diet soda lovers crying into their tab cans. Number 3. Kinder Surprise eggs. Oh, the heartbreak. Those magical chocolate eggs hiding tiny treasures inside? Banned across the USA because you see regulations said, no non-edible trinkets inside food. Choking hazards, the bigwigs declared, and dreams of chocolatey treasure hunts were dashed like bootleg whiskey on the pavement. Number 2. Proto 4 Loco drinks. Before 4 Loco was the punchline of wild college nights, the seeds were planted in the 80s. Early caffeinated alcoholic concoctions were trialed and tested, but public health watchdogs raised their eyebrows sky high. Mixing heavy booze and caffeine was asking for trouble, and by the 90s, regulators slammed the brakes harder than a brakeman on the midnight special. Number 1. Starlink corn. And topping our list, genetically modified Starlink corn. Designed to fend off pests, this little marvel wasn't cleared for human eats. But lo and behold, it slipped into taco shells, cereals, and more. Lawsuits flew, panic spread, and Starlink was pulled from the market faster than you could say corn catastrophe. Regulators learned a mighty fine lesson. Don't mess with Mama Nature without a permit. And there you have it, ladies and gents. A wild ride through the forgotten food follies of the flashiest decade this side of the Jazz Age. From dangerous dyes to deadly dishes, the 80s sure knew how to keep food exciting and terrifying. If you enjoyed our little stroll down culinary calamity lane, give that like button a good old tap. Subscribe for more sizzling stories, forgotten foods, and vintage news from a time when headlines crackled louder than a phonograph. This is your Ragtime Reporter, signing off. See you in the funny papers.